So when you hear of my home going, don't you worry about me. When you hear my home going, don't you worry about me. When you hear of my home going, saints, don't worry about me. I'm just another soldier gone on home. Just another soldier gone on home. Just another soldier. Just another
Told you. Just another soldier going on. Y'all, I'm telling you, woo, uh, y'all, gotta get coach on. Oh boy, boy, I gotta play that again, y'all. Woo, I gotta play that one more time. I ain't ready. I gotta play it one more time. One more time.
So when you hear of my home going, don't you worry about me. When you hear my home going, don't you worry about me. When you hear of my home going, saints, don't worry about me. I'm just another soldier gone on home. Just another soldier gone on home. Just another soldier.
Wake up, coach. Can you hear me, coach? 1, 2, 2. Yeah, boy.
Wake
I'm gonna
up,
tell
coach.
y'all. I need nothing. Can you hear me?
Yeah, wake up.
Woo! Cause it was good.
Yeah.
It was good, Coach. Uh, cause I'm feeling like, hey, man. You know, man, I always be in the den in the rocking chair,
Yeah.
showing no emotion, dropping his tears in pride, being silent. Cause I've been watching all these posts these people been making all day long,
Uh-huh.
and all these.
I can't hear you, Cole. You chopping up a little bit.
I say a lot of them was reactive posts. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of people, they been reacting.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, we've been proacting so long, y'all. We always say all kids matter. Everybody got their own perspective on what should happen now. All of a sudden, we got a bunch of experts. Uh, Everybody got the answer,
Yeah.
but nobody had the preventive measures in place so that we won't have to have no answer.
Well, Coach, that go back to last week when I made the post and took the picture of the new um, panoramic 360 camera that they've added to Figures Park. And a couple of the comments in the section was what they putting security cameras out there for. That's messed up, man.
Everybody feel
The
like
same people.
the, go ahead, Cole. Go ahead, Cole.
uh,
It's,
it go back to one of the respected police officers posts around here. His wife, I'm not gonna drop the names. If you know, you know. She made a post today, and she was saying it's funny how all this is the police problem now. But this the same community of people that don't fool with 12. This the same community of people that criticize a black man if he want to go and become a member of 12. And it's the same group of people that say 12 can't do nothing for them. Or they ain't gonna tell about what's going on because they don't fool with 12. But now that something has happened, it's 12's fault. But it's the same people that don't want 12 nowhere around them. Or you have the people on the sideline that want to say, oh, they ain't doing nothing but harassing them folks up there. Them folks just trying to have a good time. We can't have the cake and eat it too, bro.
that's why leaders like ourselves have to wait till everybody get all they foolish comments uh out of ignorance.
Yes.
You can't talk about street life if you ain't never walked the streets.
No, you can't.
Cause, Cause we had to go to the military so we can learn how to survive in our own hoods that these folks saw 15 and 20 years ago.
Yeah.
They saw this coming 15, 20 years ago that finally the black people were gonna be free, and now they don't know what to do with their free time. Back in the day, the mama was worried about the white people killing the black boys. Now the black boys killing each other because they got time now. And they got no discipline. Everybody thought it was a good thing when Martha P took the powder out of Mobile County Public School. Well, last night we got a whooping. We got two paddles last night. A basketball player got killed on a basketball court.
At a basketball game.
Basketball game. Then we
And
gonna
and
put my damn shit.
and here's another thing about it, sir. You have people that say close the park at 5 or close the park at 7. Why do I need to close the park at 7 when there's always activity in the park? And it seems that nobody does nothing bad occasionally. For the consensus of the percentage, nothing really happens over there. But when you get a murder, that 10 times everything. That puts a 10x on everything. And
Cole, listen, Cole. Everybody don't understand the concept of corporal punishment. You got to live to see tomorrow. Yeah, you got your ass whooped today, but on tomorrow, you got a fresh start. The kids will bounce back if the park stay open. The kids will never bounce back if you close it. But it takes strategic people who know the streets back and forth to say that. Anybody who go into their lavish homes and in their quiet communities don't understand. Me and you still hear gunshots and it don't bother us. Because they ain't got enough to do. We got so much freedom now. Cole, we got so much freedom that we don't know what the fuck to do with it.
And Coach, the fact that you say we hear the gunshot, Coach, we done been on this show several times, and you done heard gunshots in my background. I done heard gunshots in your background. We use the code name and say, "Oh, they outside knocking on the door."
Exactly.
Anytime y'all done heard me and KT saying, "I think somebody outside knocking at the door," it ain't nobody waiting to get in on the show. We be talking about the gunshots that we done heard. And oftentimes we hear the same gunshots because me and KT stay 5 minutes apart.
Cole, I'm looking at all of these wannabe leaders. Where are the people that was giving away all the free stuff? Where are the people that was charging the people? Where they at right now? They scrambling.
Talking about the book bag drive people that come
Yeah.
around.
Where are the people at right now?
That only come around one time a year.
Oh, boy, we can't say it this time, Cole. We cannot say it this time. Oh boy, they had it coming to them. Fred nigga Craig ain't had nothing coming to her. Cause wherever she went, she made it live. Wherever she went, she ain't have it coming to her. She didn't. So now, where do the activists go now? Y'all ain't did one thing wrong in your youth, but now you an activist. Uh-oh, my bad. Uh-oh, you ain't did one thing wrong. You ain't did one thing you weren't supposed to do. So how the hell you gonna speak on something that's wrong? One thing I can say, whoever shot them got a conscience today. See, back in the day, Cole, right now, the doggone streets would have found out what would have happened, and then get what they would have done. They'd have went and shot up that person's mama house.
Okay.
Because evidently that person's mama didn't give them no home training. So instead of killing them, they killed the mamas. They were trying to kill the mamas back during that time. But oh no, KT, why you speaking upon that? Why you speaking on that right now? No, y'all don't know the streets. Right now, if you didn't show that happen back in the day,
get what, Coach? Because you speak on
wake
that.
up, Coach.
One of my childhood best friends right now still locked up because somebody put a gun to his head, his old lady head, and their baby head, and didn't pull the trigger. and he went back to that dude's house and shot his mama house up.
Come on, man. Everybody wonder why they go shoot Honeycomb Brains grandmama house up? Because them the folks that raised them. Them the folks that raised them. But see, but because, man, we got the new era players who don't think this shit gonna come back on them. Y'all know y'all trying to get high, get fucked, or whatever you want to get. That's why your kids running around doing what the fuck they want to do. And you don't even have a fucking clue. Everybody getting fucked because the mama or the daddy trying to get some pussy or trying to get some fucking dick, and now an innocent girl that got killed. Innocent. I'm talking about being badly cussed around grown people. When she was grown, she barely cussed around grown people, coach. My bad, coach. Come on, man. It's always a sacrificial lamb. And y'all, everything that's in that Bible, it comes out. It comes out, man. It's a train a child in the way to go. The children not getting trained no more. But the children are not getting trained, coached.
I want you to focus on something else that can be true in this same light. Because we talked about it here on our personal conversation we had last night. And coach, folks be like, oh, that's just TV. That stuff ain't real. Lies. Stuff on TV is made off of real things that really happen and go on in real life. And coach, like I said, I've been binge watching the haves and the have-nots. And I'm in politics, coach. I know it's some dirty games be played in politics when somebody wants to sabotage or ruin what somebody got going on. And it's just ironic to me that in this campaign season, when the man that designed this particular basketball court was just promoting the beauty of this basketball court.
Yep.
When the people all over Mobile, because after that, coach, he made the post talking about look at all the people at the park. Then the very next night, it was even more people at the park. Then that same night, I seen a plethora of women saying, oh, we gonna be out there tomorrow. All them men out there, we gonna be at Sage Park tomorrow. So now 2 days later after the post, you got even more people out there, and then the drama happens. But coach, I feel like sometimes some of this stuff be staged incidents. You don't know what a criminal has over them to make them do something. People still work with the police. It's judges and politicians that used to be lawyers that got their hands and have access to criminals that will go do something and take a lesser deal once they get in the system and be right back on the street. This stuff really happens.
Or they like they done lock them up and take them to San Stuma and turn them loose and tell them don't come back.
Exactly.
Like they used to do back in the day.
But like people don't believe that something like that can be true. And so I'm not going to erase the fact that could be true because, like I said, it's an election season. Councilman Richardson was promoting a beautiful thing that he created. And, of course, he about to get ready to endorse somebody that's about to run for city council. So why do you endorse your work and the city council work? You endorse your work and whoever you finna push and promote to sit in that same chair to say that more work like this is coming.
Coach, I'll never forget.
Come on.
Coach, I'm gonna cut you out right there on that point because Coach, we got to bring more awareness, Coach. Coach, when I worked at the Metro Jail, I worked up 9 months, Coach. I couldn't take it no more because they were bringing in so many people who supposed to be in street. And guess what they were bringing them in for, Coach? Safekeeping.
Oh yeah.
I can talk on it now, Coach.
Yeah.
Coach, if you looked at that doggone charge, it was safekeeping. They was bringing them in, wasn't charging them with nothing, taking them to Satsuma later on that night and letting them out.
Well, guess what, Coach? You want to know how I know it's true? Because I done 30 days in the metro. And I done had a couple times where I done did 24 hours in the metro. I ain't ashamed to say it. My mama was living, she'll be mad as hell I was speaking on that right now. But I'ma say it. I done been to jail several times when I was in that same age group, running with them same fools that was doing that same stupid stuff. Now, my penalties wasn't the same as theirs, but I still had penalties that ended me in there. I never did an act against somebody that got me arrested. My act was more so this, and this is why I be trying to tell kids that it don't matter if you go to jail for traffic tickets or murder, you in the same jail. So you're treated as the same criminal. And so you're gonna be locked up with people that kill, steal, and rob, and all you did was didn't have money to pay a traffic ticket or a set of traffic tickets, and they turned into warrants. You're gonna be treated the same. And you see these same safekeepers coming in, and the reason why I talk about being locked up and understanding and knowing what you're talking about is because what news travel the fastest in America, Coach? Jailhouse news.
Exactly. I
Coach,
bet you the people in jail know who was shot up Sage last night.
yeah, they know he in there. They were waiting on him to come in. The folks in jail be knowing the stuff that happened before it even make the news. All I'm saying is, my message is to everybody that's talking about close the parks early, you're wrong.
Oh yeah, you dead wrong.
You're wrong. And I
Your
don't
ass need
care.
to move. Your ass need to move to Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, some damn well. For real, you need to get the fuck away from Mobile because you're not an asset to that damn city. If you think the damn resolution is to shut down the damn park. Oh shit, somebody got okay. Kids bounce back quicker when you keep things going. You just gotta be more proactive. You might need a police to sit up there now. Ain't nobody gonna object to a police sitting up there now, Cole.
Coach.
Ain't nobody gonna object.
And guess what? The City of Mobile Police Department has well enough police to be able to deploy somebody to be a park coach. You ain't got to observe the park but until 10 o'clock.
Come
So
on, Cole.
whenever that shift change comes, and just for that part, coach, it only makes sense. As this city grows, so will the crime. This city is growing, and this city is not slowing. So what do? You adjust until the rapid growth of the city. So what does that mean now? Just like you got more residents coming into the city, you got more upstanding citizens coming into the city. But just as well as you have more upstanding citizens coming, you have more downstanding citizens coming.
Cole, they found one of the biggest gangs they have been looking for in Mobile.
Come on.
The,
Come
the
on.
Mexican, the Venezuelan gang that they was on the most wanted list was found here in Mobile. So okay, we gonna shut the parks down. So now, what they gonna do then, Cole? Oh, they gonna stay in their neighborhoods. Oh, okay. Why? Why we can't have no attractions? We got a lot of distractions, but we ain't got enough attractions. Yeah, it might be less people out there, but somebody need to go to the damn Sage Park tonight and be able to shoot basketball, not guns. Shoot basketball. But everybody talking about, oh, it's time for me to do something. What you gonna do? What you could have done to prevent an innocent person getting killed last night?
If you wasn't
Nothing.
if you wasn't the police yourself.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
I
Everybody
mean,
want to be captain, save everything. You can't save everything. This is not your department. You are an electrician. Stay in the electrician department. Leave the street stuff to the real street folks. And guess what? The real street folks gonna have to start stepping up too.
Coach, when I was hanging under them oak trees at Figures Park back in the day, and it got to be over 50 of us or 60 of us, up to 100 of us hanging under that oak tree, guess what we started seeing? A lot of police cars riding by to make sure everything was on the up and up.
Go,
So what's the so
go,
what's the so what's the problem now? Because
go.
get what? Because get what? Figures Park used to have that same. See, y'all don't even realize. See, I was on Facebook talking against that same issue because my thing was that basketball court was made as a deterrent to take the people away from Figures Park and send them over there. That same
Yeah,
crowd used
yeah,
to be in Tomanville on the basketball court. Everybody who plays street court basketball knows that Figures Park was the mecca of basketball. And on any given Sunday, you'll have 200 people hanging around the court. And the
yeah.
police presence was there because they ride by. It's too many people in one place. You got to ride by.
Go, go. My thing too is this, Cole. If you're an inside person, you shouldn't be talking on nothing that was outside. If you know during your early 20s and below that you was inside the house a lot or one on the scene, you shouldn't be speaking on this issue.
You really got to
This is
hush.
not your department.
You
This
really
is
got
not
to.
your department. We looking for plumbers. We're not looking for electricians today.
Mm-mm.
We're looking for folks that can go deep,
And
deep
don't
into
mind
this.
getting
So
and don't mind getting dirty.
exactly.
Cause get
We
what?
talking about people that done had gun residue on their hands before. I'm talking about yeah. I'm talking about people that around folks that did stupid stuff and we would laugh about it. If you weren't on them type grounds, you ain't got nothing to say about this. It's just a tragedy to you, and you need an immediate results. Streets don't get immediate results. They know and they playing. That old man ain't saying nothing. After somebody died back in the day, that old man went in the den. And when everybody came over, he spoke sometimes. Sometimes he didn't speak. He just sat there. But we got men running around like women in their feelings. We got the men running around in their feelings right now. For what? Oh, because I got to do something. No, men don't operate like that. You have to sit and think and plan. And right now, ain't nobody doing that, man. Everybody trying to do something. Everybody trying to say something. Everybody trying to be important right now. This is a real sensitive matter. And boy, I'm telling you, boy, it done became a damn, oh boy, we got to do this, we got to do that, we got to do more. What are you going to do? What are you really going to do? I want to know what they're going to do, Cole. What can they do, Cole? Make me understand.
Well, former councilwoman Bess Rich just commented on one of my posts, and she wrote a book. That's all I'm gonna say. She has wrote a book about the incidents, and she's asking the same questions she would ask on the next Tuesday. Basically, if you're a city councilman and you're watching this show, which I know y'all watch my page, you need to go look at what Councilwoman Bess Rich wrote. And you need to bring those same questions back to the city council Tuesday and put it on the record and make it public. Because there are some great questions. And these are the questions the council people should be asking. What are we doing wrong? Coach, that's the second time somebody been shot at that basketball court in the last 6 years. And coach, but
Because our
those
memory don't
parks,
go back to no further than 6 months sometimes.
6 months, like we said. And so my other problem is, I ran for city council in District 1. Figures Park and Sage Park are in District 1. And both of those parks have seen the lives of somebody claimed near an athletic field or an athletic court. That's a problem to me. And coach, I've also been the city advisory member. I've been the city council's advisory
Come on,
member for all the parks in District 1 since 2016, coach. I got a problem with that, coach. I got letters with the city seal with notary
Is
on
that
it
one of your
saying that I serve this position in the city as the representation of all the parks in District 1. So when I speak on something going on at Sage, I think they gonna listen to what I'm saying over this bogus bull junk that some of y'all saying.
I'm gonna tell y'all, promoters and all these folks in another industry, this has nothing to do with you. This is not your fight. Carry on with your day like you've been doing. Carry on with your day. Y'all, this is something that we do on a daily basis. Don't you tell you, man, I was out of it last night. Mentally. I was out of it.
Coach usually do all the talking on the phone when we on the phone. I do about 35 to 40% of it. Last night I did 96% of it. The only word coach kept saying to me last night was damn.
Oh, the people don't get this, man. Y'all, it's like we chasing our tail. Y'all, we right now, y'all, it feel like me and Cole feel like we're a dog chasing our tail right now. That means you ain't going nowhere if you chasing your tail.
Coach,
and then soon as something like this happen, now here come all the experts telling us what should be going on. You can't tell us what should be going on. We see it daily. I was at a school yesterday, y'all, and an incident happened that I had never seen in my life as a coach. It made me feel like I should never tell nobody I ever coached about this damn issue that I saw, and I got dragged into it because I'm thinking the person was supposed to be there.
And coach, it's a blessing. I'm gonna keep my mouth closed. I'm just gonna keep my mouth closed.
Oh, I'm there with the administrators. I'm thinking, ooh, everything, ooh, y'all done added, oh, they bragging on what they done did. Oh, we done had all our new coaches here today. And then all of a sudden, I see a particular coach, and I'm like, okay, shoot, I shake his hand, and we walk through, and then the person like, oh, no. I'm like, no. And then the person thought I told the person. I didn't say that to the person. They showing me around.
Well, if the person was out of place and you told the administrators that, you know what I'm saying? Even if you did, coach, you wouldn't have been doing nothing that was wrong. You'd have been doing something that was right.
Coach, the administrator tried to play it off like the person was supposed to be there, coach. The administrator was like, nah, I gotta say something. I was like, what? I was like, what going on? You go over there and tell the person they weren't supposed to be there. And y'all, I'm blown. Y'all, I ain't never seen nobody do that in my life. And then they throw me in. Oh no, KT ain't saying nothing. I thought you were supposed to be here. Why they new coaches? They bragging on all the new people. But y'all, this is why y'all we are strategically placed in the positions that we have. We know how to handle stuff. And you know, just like I told the person, if I had an issue with you being here, I would have told you in your face. I wouldn't have went over here to see Kodak. Kodak not used to straight up people. So I can understand why they thought I waited and said something. No, I'm gonna confront you right where you at. And if anybody know that, that's KT Thornton. That's him. You like it, you love it, you hate him. At the end of the day, that's how I operate. I don't talk behind folks' back. I don't do that. And y'all, that's what we got to start teaching our kids. Stop trying to be behind the scenes, trying to sneak up on folks all the time. That's what the OGs done failed us. Because now the OGs live in lavish. Now the OGs got more money than they ever had. Now they got businesses. They got, oh, my bad, I'm sorry. They got all this other stuff that we ain't had back in the day. They the first generational wealth in their family line. And ain't nobody training the YEs or whatever they want to call them. You made the YEs because you're not training them.
Man, look.
OGs.
Listen, bro. When I was a young G, you know what I'm saying? Cause that's what they used to call us back in the day. We wasn't YN. We were young G's. Listen here, young buck. Listen here, young G. You feel what I'm saying? Uh Coach, they said I had this conversation with an OG back when I was in my well, you know, what Lil Booster say you ain't an OG till you're 25. So when I
Yeah.
was under my under 25 mark, you understand? OG gonna say, man,
Big Mac
y'all
in,
are,
so.
huh?
Cole, anybody wonder why Big Mac give us the a new flavor that we need? The stuff
Exactly.
that Big Mac teach us the stuff that we have to address.
Exactly.
Wake up,
What's
Mac.
going on, coaches? How y'all doing
I
today?
know you
Uh,
sad today, Mac. I know you sad today, Mac.
but
But
hold
Mac,
on
that's
real
why
quick.
you here.
Hold
Go
on,
ahead, Cole.
Coach.
Go ahead, Cole.
So to step on this OG thing. The OG gonna tell me, man, y'all got this thing all messed up. Y'all messing this thing up. Can't nobody even go nowhere and have a good time and do nothing. I said, is it our fault? I said, who taught us to be this way? Whose footsteps did we follow? Who showed us the way? I said, my generation come from the broke, because I'm an 80 baby. I'm from the
Yeah.
first generation of the broken home.
Come on, Cole. Cole, we
Man, I'm
are
the
the
first.
first generation of wealth, Cole. We get to
Come on,
see it.
come
Cole,
on.
we get to see our first generation of wealth. Whether it's our grandmamas, whether it's our mamas, whether it's our daddies, or whether it's us. We get to actually live it. Y'all, we are playing catch up and we'll never catch up.
Where the
That's the
auntie,
part that a lot of people don't get. We'll
where the,
never catch up.
where the aunties and uncles that used to slap you down if you got out of line, and
Facts.
not
Come
the
on, man.
aunties and the uncles that roll up with you.
My bad.
Man, the aunties and uncles got a gun with you.
Come on, man.
Aunties and uncles giving you the gun.
Come
Definitely.
on, man.
It's sad, bro. It's really sad.
Some of
Everybody
y'all,
working
and
in Cole. Cole,
some
my
of them
mama
doing
said this.
some of them doing powder with the aunties and uncles.
Cole, my mama said this the other day, Cole. She said, I can't believe I worked 25 years of my life and I missed a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Cole, she our first generation of wealth. Cole, we own a whole corner. We own the whole block.
Mm-hmm.
We the first generation. And other people, racist, shit, they passing it down for generations after generations. Wow, we have finally started generational wealth. The people already had generational wealth, y'all.
Definitely.
So y'all, we'll never really catch up. All we doing is working our 25 years and finally getting to see it. And hopefully that we still alive after the 25 years to even see it grow. I used to always wonder why them teachers used to be buying all them houses and stuff. because they were the first, all them black teachers. They were always buying houses and all that. They was the first line of generational wealth in their family line. So at the end of the day, y'all, what they got to do with what have my there? Y'all, we ain't got number free time now. So y'all, we gonna make Smiles rich. We gonna make all these funeral home businesses rich, or we gonna build on what our family is trying to build. Everybody complaining about we gotta talk about the apartments before I get off here. Everybody complaining about the apartments, but you don't own no land.
Mm.
Y'all see him fighting the fight? That is temporary housing for those people. Them people just choose to live in those apartments. We have to live in there. My bad. We have, y'all, it's a reason why they get rid of the projects and everybody went, oh man, them folks low down for getting rid of the project. No, they trying to teach you that you need your own. My granddaddy said, God bless the child that got his own. That's my granddaddy. Man, that man, you say that all the time, and I look at that man like he crazy. Man, what this man talking about? God bless the child that got his own.
Uh-huh. Hey, look, and in order to get your own, my granddaddy told me that you either gonna barbecue or you gonna meal do. And he was straight up out of the Orange Grove projects. And I watched him pull all his children, his young children, because he had children, of course, my mom and them age, and he had children my age. Right? And I watched
My
him pull.
thing is this,
Come on, man.
So we are allowing each other to call these kids YNs.
Yeah, man.
Why we even buying into the rap game right now? We making the rap game teach our kids right from wrong. And the same people that needed the police last night didn't have it because the rap game done told us, no, man, forget 12.
Hold up, though.
Up the police. Up the police.
The same promoters that bring the artists that say that got the nerve to have something to say about what's going on.
The same people that make money off of them people coming down here, the main ones crying out, we need to do this, we need to do that. No, you need to shut the fuck up because you created the problem. You created this problem because an innocent person got shot last night, not a gangster. What's your remedy now? Because that's why we always say what? All kids matter. The gangster matters. The good kids matter. Now, y'all, we get to see what all kids matter look like. Now we get to finally see what all kids matter look like, coach. And it don't look good to some people today. It don't. It don't look good. People was arguing, man, they talking about somebody died out there. Then when the girl died, now everybody. See, everybody quick to speak. We're reactors.
Yeah.
Oh, man, ain't nobody died. They just trying to make it. No, the person died when the girl's sister said, you have killed my twin. Now it hit everybody's soul all of a sudden. It didn't matter that they got shot. Oh, no. It only mattered when they died.
Yeah. Definitely. Them folks was joking the whole night till they realized that girl died.
Come on. I keep telling y'all this. No one else. You know that was an innocent bystander. She didn't go nowhere with no trouble. Good time.
But hold on, though, Coach. How many of all these so-called reactionary activists, how many of them gonna sit down and call for a meeting with Chief Jackson and Mayor Stimson and Public Safety Director Robert Lasky? How many of them gonna call a meeting? How many of them even know these people by first and last name?
Come on, go.
How many of these people gonna sit down and actually call the precinct captain of the 3rd precinct, which is over here in Tomanville, and call the city councilman of District 1, which is my friend Corey Penn, and then get Mayor Stimson in there because he's the director of every park in the city of Mobile, and get the public safety director in there because he's the co-director of every park in the city of Mobile, because public safety is his first line of order.
Cause my thing, the cameras must didn't work last night.
It was a
No, they work. They work.
Cause the
And
cameras didn't work.
it was
no, they
about
work.
5
They
cameras
work.
out there.
They work because, listen, bro, they got their man. They got their man. But this the thing. I'm glad you said something about the cameras, because folks
Yeah,
talking about,
okay.
I thought Sandy Stimson said it was gonna be the safest city by 2020. He didn't lie. He didn't lie. He did not lie. Want to know why he ain't lie? Because he didn't say this is gonna be the most crime-free city by 2020. He said it's gonna be the safest city by 2020. Well, what you saying, Tim? I'm saying that I can't stop somebody from doing something stupid, but Lord knows if they do something stupid,
I'm gonna
we
see him.
gonna find out who did it.
We gonna see him.
We gonna know who did it, so we gonna know who to go get. Because Mobile had a problem, Coach. Mobile and Pritchard, these two cities was the land of unsolved mysteries.
Yeah.
Try that now
Yeah.
with all these AI technology cameras that can go and pinpoint your face and open up your file, or pinpoint your license plate and register that back to who it belonged to, so they'll know where that car going tonight.
Cole, did you see the video? Cole, did you see the video where AI zoomed in on the man Tag
Yes,
that robbed the bank?
yes. They told y'all they had these capabilities 6 years ago. My bad.
Cole, did you see the video though? Cole, I gotta get
Yeah.
that video.
Coach, yes,
Cole,
I
the
seen the
video,
video.
it zoomed in on the Tag.
Coach,
We can't
when
hear
I,
you, Coach.
when I started this activism trail, Coach, when the officer involved shooting came with Michael Moore. The officer involved shooting came with Michael Moore. We put so much pressure on the Mobile Police Department about public safety that they made us come to a meeting. They said, if y'all gonna continue to dog us out like this, and y'all want to still be heard from us, y'all got to come to a meeting and let us show y'all exactly what we really be over here doing. And Coach, the reason why I stopped going to the meetings is because they made us sign a NDA before we ever seen anything. And Coach, when I seen the first round of what they was doing and how they strategize and how they plot before they actually move in, and Coach, they were showing us suspects that they have identified already for a certain area they was about to get ready to bust, and everything that goes with that. They were bringing back camera footage from incidents that happened, places you didn't even know cameras was at.
Come on, Cole.
They got footage on you.
Cole, people say that's harassment. Y'all gotta be something. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. People I ain't never seen in my life, though. You worry about them harassing you when they trying to save you. They trying to make sure that your safety is high on the totem pole. Coach, y'all still there? Cause you know I'm on the road.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But man,
It,
y'all, that's why we gotta come back later with this. Y'all, we gonna hit y'all when I come back, when I leave this track meet, cause you know they got a track meet this morning. I'm headed to I'm coming through Foley now. But I'm telling you, man, we got to stop the YN. Man, we gotta put the YN rest in peace. YN. We got to get rid of that. Because all we doing is feeding, man. I'm telling you, man, it's almost like the Gremlins back in the day. Long as you pour water on Gizmo, he recreated more gremlins. And then once you pour water on the gremlins, they created more gremlins. So at the end of the day, y'all, we got to kill the YN stuff down here. Let
Yeah,
that be somewhere else. We don't need no YNs in Mobile or Baldwin County. We don't need no
definitely.
YNs down here. Because a lot of kids have taken on that like Superman. That makes them Superman. I never get back in the day. I used to tell my wife, I said, I don't want to go back to preaching because when I go back to preaching, I feel like Superman.
Feel like you got to
I feel
save
like
everything.
Superman. I feel like Superman when I get back to preaching.
But get what, Coach? When you ain't in preacher, you feel like Superman too, because
Exactly.
you getting hit with the kryptonite when you ain't in preacher.
Come on now. Come on.
Definitely.
You talking to one that done left Mobile more than once,
Come on now.
and then got to these cities that's doing way better than Mobile.
Go
And then you
way better.
start be like, man, I can't be up here, bro, because ain't nobody speaking up for my folk back home. My folk back home
Man, come
think they
on.
living and they ain't. Coach, I
Coach.
done lived in
Coach.
Birmingham and I done lived in Destin. And Coach, it's hard to live in a city like Birmingham, I say a metro region like Birmingham, and then look back at Mobile and be like, sucks for them. And it's hard to live in a city like Destin, where everybody loves to travel for their vacation with their saved up
Coach.
tax money.
Coach. Coach. When I lived in Pensacola, Coach, the only reason I came to Mobile was to see my folks. I had no other reason.
Well,
Because if I want anything, I just ride the distance to the outlets or ride to the Ross down in Fort Walton that don't nobody know about, right there by Enterprise. Uh, they have any and everything that you want, a name brand. Uh, so y'all, I would go to the beach on every day of the week. I had no reason. But just like I say, misery loves company. And the Mobile people tore down the relationship because they didn't understand it.
Facts.
They couldn't understand how y'all living like that with no state income tax. Y'all, no state income tax means you can make much money as you want and don't get penalized by the state. You might get it on the federal side, but yo, I'd rather get it on one side than on both.
Yeah.
but you gonna get it on the federal side. But you know what I
Anyway,
love? You know what I love about Florida? Florida, when I was living over there and working over there in Destin, because I really don't even like to say I was living in Destin because I was running back and forth over here to see my mama and grandmama all the time. To make sure they, you know what I'm saying, to make sure they were doing good.
we always looking back.
Yep, like, we always looking back. And, my thing was though, um, you over there in them cities, man, and those cities, bro, like you say, Florida, when I was living there, Ron DeSantis wrote in the law that you couldn't graduate high school without proving financial literacy.
Literacy. Yes. Yes.
So that's they graduation exit exam in Florida. They have to pass a financial literacy course
I got one.
for a
I
senior
got one
year.
better than that, coach. I got one better than that a lot of people don't know here in Alabama. Nobody in Florida gets a GED. I'm gonna say that again for the people all the way in the back. Nobody in Florida don't even issue GEDs. You know why? Because they have adult high schools that you can go to for
Yep,
free at
yep,
the JUCOs
yep.
for free.
And
No,
and
you can
and
graduate high school. Come on and join this program.
but coach, this the other part about it. This how simple we are in Alabama.
Yeah.
A GED is a high school diploma. What, coach, coach, coach,
That's
what do you think? What
good.
do you, what do you think a high school education is? It's general education. When you go to a juke, you might say, hey, I want to take liberal arts, or hey, I might want to take this, I might want to take that. I don't give a damn what it is. If you graduate from a 2-year college, you're going to graduate with a general education degree. So how we going to sit here and let somebody manipulate us into believing that a GED is a poor thing? Because it's not a law that the GED is a bad thing. It's a policy issue that the GED is. Coach, if folks make it to the Air Force, Navy, Army, military, and Marines with GEDs, Coach, you can go to college with a GED.
GED, yeah. A lot of people don't know during the graduation exam era, the people that didn't graduate, all they really had to do was go get a GED and go to college.
That's it.
Oops. Coach, but it wasn't for us to know that. Now, Coach, we got so much freedom that we don't even know what to do with our freedom, so we just gonna ride by and shoot people.
That's like what
we've been fighting for this freedom movement, and we got freedom, and we still in bondage.
Well, Coach, that's like the people crying about
Still in hell.
That's like the people crying about the luxury apartments costing too much. Okay, first of all, in Destin, Florida, a luxury apartment, 1 bedroom, started at $2,100 in 2021. And y'all crying over here in Mobile about a luxury apartment, 1 bedroom, starting at $1,500. And then you don't even understand planning and zoning and know what's coming to the what plans have been made for the zone for the next 5 to 10 years. Ain't nothing over there. You a damn lie. Top Golf over there. Dave and Buster's over there. The new water park finna be built 5 minutes down the street from over there. The airport is 10 minutes around the, it's really 5 minutes around the corner. But we'll say a rough 10 minutes if you just take the city streets. Come on, man. And my suggestion to the people that was complaining, I seen a comment coming all through there that made sense. They say, align yourself or get left behind. Align or get left behind. And what does align or get left behind mean? That means, yeah, you damn right you ain't gonna make that kind of money working at McDonald's. You ain't gonna make that kind of money working at Popeye. You ain't gonna make that kind of money working at the Dollar Tree. You might not make that kind of money working at Walmart. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to go to school and pick up a damn trade, or you gonna have to take the ultimate sacrifice and go sit down for 4 years and learn how to go get a. See, that's what people fail to realize. The trade jobs is the industrious. It's the hands working 6 figures jobs. And the school, go to school for the 4 years or the 2 years, them the ones that get paid to think at the 6-figure jobs. The ones that get the trades, they the workers. The ones that go for the 2 to 4 years, they the thinkers. But you're not going to get the 6 figures without going one of those routes.
Right.
You're going to have to lock yourself in. You got to go learn how to be a lineman over there at the free program they got for everybody that was hanging out up there at the park. You're going to have to go to Bishop State and go get the plumbing program, the carpenter program, learn how to cut hair program, learn how to do something, learn how to be a PTA, learn how to be an LPN, a CNA. And if you don't want to do a trade, you got to go sit down for 2 years and get your general education degree of associated applied science in whatever you want to do. Or take it the next step and go to 4 years. That's just creating debt. No, it ain't, because they have programs now that erase the debt for you if you complete the 4 years of college and go teach in specific job fields.
Oh, you didn't tell me these folks had no doggone sportsplex for real at Gulf Shores.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right.
Yeah, I thought I did.
Yep, they got one.
I thought I did. Yeah, Halls Mill got the soccer complex. Do you not know that Mobile is going to be competing with our neighboring rival with all the soccer fields that host the NCAA tournament there?
Am I in Foley?
Yes. And so is Saraland.
It's Saraland too, yeah. Cool.
Like
Cole, you did not tell me these folks had 12 outside thin volleyball.
Coach, they have a collegiate volleyball tournament there.
Oh my God, y'all.
Oh my lord.
Cole been holding out on us.
That's
Cole,
the
I ain't been
home
on
of
here
the
in a couple of years.
Coach. That's also the home of the NAIA Track and Field National Championship. That's also the home of the Alabama Track and Field State Championship.
Cole, and y'all, all this goes back. I know y'all like, what this got to do with what's going on now? Y'all, the people have these same facilities that moves. They put up the LED lights that now we finally starting to see in Mobile. Cole, I am blown away right now, Cole. Cole, I can't make
Coach,
it up, Cole. I can't make it up.
I'm lost for words.
Mac, these folk got a big old recreation center. It looked like you swipe in. It looked like you swipe in to go in. 24 hours a day access.
Oh my lord.
We over here trying to close down stuff, and these people over here opening up stuff.
Big stuff too.
So we're gonna document who came over here. Hold on, Coach. Hold on, though, Coach. Hold on, though, Coach. Swiping the card means you checking in. You're giving information to the facility that you are here. And you 9 times out of 10, you're gonna swipe out
Come on, Cole.
to say that you left from here. But get what?
Come on, I can't.
When Director Shonda Smith started the process that you had to sign in when you walk into the Mobile Park and Recs, what we do over here? God dang, man. It like going to jail over here.
So why Fox 10 News coming in here right now to cover this event I'm at?
Okay. It's a heptathlon and a decathlon.
Cole, I'm blown away with this right here, though, Cole. Cole, this used to be a field last time I came over here.
You ain't been over there in some years.
Cole, we used to practice right here. That's what Gouda Lee used to practice. Where they built this facility at, that's what we used to practice at. That was a field. Now, Cole, it look like you at the beach. Damn beach volleyball. Can't make it up. Cannot make this up. Oh my God. Y'all, man, we so far behind, man. Y'all, that's why we don't need no input from nobody that's not in this sports industry. What they got to do with sport? It was a basketball attraction. Oh man, I ain't. Come on, you see them at the pickleball courts?
Coach, to make it so bad, I was finna too. I was getting ready to get my camera and record it. Some told my people, Mac, don't go. It's too many people out there. And I was gonna go. I had got my brother, and I was gonna go anyway. And when I picked up my phone, they said they just started shooting. I was on my way over there anyway. I didn't go.
The delay. The
And
I
delay
did.
saved your life.
I didn't
and
go.
and you know, I'm sad because I'm sad, but I'm also glad that I know what the voice of God sound like and sound like you
Definitely.
do too. Because this is where my point come in, Mac. Yesterday, okay, you know, in order to speak at the city council meeting, you have to be on agenda to sign up to speak before 2 o'clock on Thursday before the next meeting.
Right.
So on Thursdays, I go to Great Day Latte, which is downtown, on black owned down there, right down the street from Government Plaza, literally on the same side street as Government Plaza. And I always sit there and do my makeup work or my leftover work for school at Great Day Latte on a Thursday.
Right.
And and Cole and Mac. I was debating because me and Fred Richardson was working on a project to get basketball courts installed at Cottage Hill Park and Municipal Park back when he was in, but it never fell through. Okay, now here's another part about it. This is the other part that we have to look at. The housing crisis was going on. Everybody doing the complaining about the housing. Okay, my mind, I woke up Thursday morning thinking, hey, I'm gonna go down here because he got the hype going about the basketball court, and we finna get basketball courts spread it all throughout the city. Because guess what? It seems to be that everybody loves basketball in this city, and that court is overcrowded, and we need to be able to have multiple basketball courts of the same kind in places that people feel comfortable going to, quote unquote. Notice I put the quote unquote in there now. But here's the thing. Some saying no, don't talk about the basketball, talk about the housing. Speak to the counselors about the housing. And I'm just thinking, Coach, had I not obeyed God and signed up to speak about basketball, do you understand how pissed off I would have been going into Tuesday talk about basketball because I'm on the agenda to talk about basketball and this didn't happen surrounding and centering around basketball? You shot and killed somebody at a park next door to Foosackles. Let that sit in.
What you accept
You
is
you
what
you
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 attract.
you you, you, you shot and killed somebody at at a park next door to Mercedes Benz of Mobile. Let that sit in. You shot and killed somebody in a park across the street from the American Red Cross. You shot and killed somebody at the Park and Rec headquarters.
So I got one better than that. You shot and killed somebody at a park where a bunch of girl kids and boy kids was there. You just shot. You didn't care who you was shooting at.
Hold on. I got another better one for you. You shot and killed somebody on the corner across the street from where they building more luxury apartments.
Lord have mercy.
But you wonder why the rent's so high.
And you complain
Uh-oh.
about the rent.
You wonder why the people don't want you there.
You wonder why the people on Norwood out there don't want low income housing being built in their neighborhood.
You wonder why the mayonnaise people don't really want to be bothered with us. So they find any avenue to just to get rid of us.
Yeah.
And it's junk crazy over here, man.
Nicole, I don't think their plans are to ever go turf over there at Gulf Shores. And I don't blame them. I advocate for grass fields.
Let me get my watch.
But Cole Hollins and KT, this right here really messed a lot of people up. It really has. But it's the same thing. We've been preaching this for years, though. We've been preaching stop the gun violence, stop the gun violence.
It's not
I
gonna
blame,
stop it. Mac,
I blame both.
I'm gonna tell you why they ain't gonna stop it. And Coach Hollis gonna probably second my motion. That gives them fuel. When you keep bringing up something like that, it just fuels us. When you in the streets, oh man, they talk about stop gun violence. Shoot, you gonna be shooting the same thing. You just start shooting as soon as you see it.
You gonna have to catch me. You gonna have to catch me.
Come on, yeah.
They gonna have to do their job. 12 gonna have to go to work.
Oh yeah, but we gonna make these folks earn their money. I'm telling you, man, it fuels it. That's why we don't need. Listen, man, that's why we don't need the folks that ain't never been in the streets talking about it. Because it's so, I'm telling you, man, it's so backwards. It's so backwards.
Man,
it's so backwards.
Man,
so, get what?
Man, I got robbed by I got robbed by a older gentleman when I was 11 years old in front of Ariel W. Holloway on a Sunday. We've been having a problem in our community.
Coach,
Yeah.
what's so and
We've
what's
been
so
having a problem in our community. I got robbed for everything I had except my clothes at 11 years old. And guess what? Guess how the problem's so bad in our community, Coach? When the police gave me a ride home and I got out the police car, not the back seat, but the front seat, you know what my folks said? What the hell you done did? And I just got robbed by somebody y'all age. We've been had problems in our community. They didn't just start last night.
coach to make it so bad? What we don't know is it was a police officer out there last night. He just wasn't on duty, and and they weren't nobody paying attention to their surroundings.
No, I'm gonna say this, Mac. He was on duty. He just wasn't in uniform.
Oh,
He's a detective.
He
He don't have
always
to.
on.
He's always on duty.
Y'all.
The regular street patrol. If my street patrol is from 6 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., they not calling me at 9:30 to say get up out my bed and come check this out because it's somebody already out there on duty. But if I'm a detective, that phone might ring at 3:32 in the morning, and I got to get up. And I just made it home from dealing with some at 1 o'clock.
right.
A detective, he got to get up. He got to go. He got to go see what's going on because it's his job to detect the problem. And
Mm.
so we can't say that Mobile Police Department didn't do their job. We can't say that the police being out there wasn't gonna solve the problem or will solve the problem. Coach, we gotta remember where we stayed. We gotta remember that somebody pulled out a Glock switch on the same corner in front of the police and sprayed it up on New Year's Eve. Then we gotta go to the very next year and 15 minutes into the new year, coming preceding that New Year's Eve, a whole calendar year later, 15 minutes into the new year, somebody shoot and kill somebody on the opposite side of the street on the same corner block where the police are at on Dolphin Street and Jackson Street.
Coach, let's
So it's not a problem that the police ain't present. It's a problem that people ain't raising their children correctly.
Uh-oh.
It's a
oh
problem
oh
that these children don't have respect for authority.
you said something then, coach.
It's a
And
problem because the same O ends raising the Y ends don't have respect for authority. It's the you ain't
Because
gonna
they trying to be
paddle
cool.
me. It's the you ain't gonna paddle me students that's
mm,
raising the kids with 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 little to no male upbringing in their life. So when a male in authority comes to tell them that you can't do that, they don't know how to respond to it because they not used to men telling them what to do.
mm, mm, mm.
This ain't something I'm hypothetically speaking on. This is a study that has been conducted, and the
Right.
results is true. And if you ain't never worked with kids before, you can't speak on it.
Facts.
If you ain't never worked in this system or ever had a 16-year-old go up to you like he gonna do something to you, you can't speak on it.
Facts. Anytime a kid can,
If you ain't never had a 14-year-old crying to you after he done found out that he can't do nothing to you, and then he just come out and say, I ain't used to this. I ain't got no man in my life. Ain't no men in my house. It ain't nothing but women in my house. I'm the man of the house. Me and KT done dealt with this. Mac done been on teams with people like this.
Oh yeah, that's the
definitely.
thing, man. Y'all, we got to do a part two. You know where I'm at, Kurt. I'm out here at the track meet. Started the Capitol, all this right now. So,
Hey, Cole, we'll be back on tonight at 9, won't we?
yeah, we'll come back on y'all tonight. Y'all make sure y'all let everybody know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we got more to talk about as this goes on because this is only going to continue. You can better believe it. All the state legislators are here in Mobile today because session ends on Thursday every week. And you can believe they are here. The congressman is here. He's off on the weekends as well. You could better believe that every city leader in Mobile is meeting today, talking about what they're going to do going forward. You better believe that. And if
We
y'all
gonna
tired,
go on, get out of here.
okay.
Go
Yeah,
on, get out of here.
I'm gonna say the rest for the night, man.
We get off the show and we'll be ready for tonight. Part two.
Okay, G Mac, we'll send you the link so you can come on. Be back at 9 o'clock tonight, y'all, for part two of this epic conversation and topic that must be had here in this city, in this county, in this region. Like Cole said, it starts with us.
Always. And it's gonna end with us. How much room? You got room for 3?
All right, Coach. I'm TD Hollis.
I'm Big
Y'all,
Mac
I'm
Media.
KT Thorne.
I'm
And
Big Mac
y'all, we
Media.
out of here. Peace.